everyone, my name's Ellie, and in today's video we are going to be styling this Mew Mint wig from Tokyo Mew Mew. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am, so let's go ahead and get started. In order to create this wig, we are going to need a few materials. We're starting with an Arda Chibi in dark blue. This was previously styled for my ladybug costume, but I've since brushed it out and it's pretty close to how it comes right out of the bag. You're also going to be needing a hair comb, a hairbrush, 2 ponytails, some bobby pins, 2 hair nets, hairspray, and some sort of heat styling tool like a curling iron, straight iron, or a hair dryer. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to pull this wig up into 2 high ponytails. I have already pinned it securely to my wig head, both at the crown and all the way around the sides of the wig, making sure to stretch as needed so that way it will still fit my head once it's been pulled up into these ponytails. So let's go ahead and pull this up into our ponytails. So for these pigtails, I start at the top, grabbing the first layer of fibers and pulling them to where I want the pigtail to live. And then I slowly go through and grab other fibers, making sure to brush them smooth as I pull them up into the pigtail. You might notice that some of my fibers look a little shorter than the others. Since this wig was originally used for ladybug, I did end up styling and trimming a lot of the wig, so I do have some of these very, very short fibers. Luckily, they are long enough to go into my pigtails, but otherwise that would be an issue since fibers would be falling out and not looking very nice at all. So just something to think about if you're reusing a wig that you have previously styled. Also, that's why I'm making my pigtails extra tight. I've wrapped them both at least 3 or 4 times to make sure they are extra secure. Next, we're going to move on to working the buns. To make these buns, I'm going to simply be wrapping the hair around the stub to create a nice thick bun. You could also purchase a bun from Arda. They sell those for maybe $8, and they look really, really nice and they're easy to clean up. But I think for this wig, I'm simply going to wrap them around. If you wanted, you could also curl your fibers, which would make them naturally want to wrap into circles, and then wrap them around. Either way, whatever works for you, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get started here. So I'm going to start by simply grabbing all of my hair and wrapping it in a twisting motion around my bun. With your bun mostly in place, go ahead and pin the end down. So if I let this bun simply go, it will probably unravel, so we are going to make use of a hairnet. We are going to wrap this net around our bun as much as we can. So you twist once you get it finished, and you just do it again and again. This helps tighten the bun and help it hold into place. Once you feel it's pretty secure, just wrap all that extra right around the base of your bun and then pin that in with a bobby pin. Now feel free to kind of adjust as you like. I like to kind of squish them some. And let's take a look. So I think for Mint, that bun is a little bit small. So on the other side, we're going to do a different method. To make our bun appear thicker and larger, I'm going to tease a lot of this hair and then we will put it inside the bun. You could also use a bun form, like a sock or something like that. But for this one, I like to mostly use teasing since it comes out easily, it's light, and you don't have to add any sort of plastics into your wig. So this looks messy, but it'll look good once we're done. So here we can see the two styles of buns we tried. This one, we just wrapped the hair around and covered it with a hairnet. This is how I would do my hair if I were putting my hair in a bun, just because it's easy and doesn't damage your hair at all. However, since this is a wig and it has been teased a lot in its lifetime, it very easily teases and creates a lot of volume. So with all that volume, we were able to fold it into a ball, wrap it with hair, and then cover it with the hairnet. And now it is this big, voluminous hair bun. I've also pinned around the bun, tucking the hair and the net into my pin to make it kind of attached to the head a little bit more. You can see it's starting to poke up some. I might pin around it a little bit more. But first, let's go ahead and finish up the other side. All right, so now we have two lovely buns on our mint wig. They aren't necessarily symmetrical, but I think they're close enough that they look pretty darn good. So I'm going to go ahead and spray them with hairspray, and then I'm going to finish up the bangs as well. The last thing I'm going to do is clean up the hairs that come on the back of the wig. These are just to cover your baby hairs, and I just want to make sure they don't look so sickly as they do right now. And so our wig for Mint from Tokyo Mew Mew is all finished. I'm gonna go ahead and try it on so we can see what it looks like on a human head. Here is our finished wig for Mint Awazawa from Tokyo Mew Mew. I'm really happy with the way this wig came out. I think it has the perfect amount of poof and it is very sturdy. I don't feel like it's going to fall out as I'm walking around or shaking my head or anything like that. The reason that I style my odongos as teased instead of glued or things like that is because this means that I can take this wig out and restyle it for something else if I ever needed to. I think it's really important to be able to use wigs as much as possible rather than gluing them and keeping them in place for one character. Mew Mew Minto Metamorphosis! Thanks so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope it was helpful for you. If you want to become your very own Tokyo Mew Mew magical girl, go ahead and follow the link in the description where I'm giving one lucky winner one of my custom-made Tokyo Mew Mew power pendants. So please go ahead and check that out. The giveaway will be ending on this day, so make sure that you follow the link before then. Again, guys, thank you so much, and as always, keep sewing, stay positive, and have fun. I will see you in the next video. Bye!